Hi, fourth and fifth graders. We are reading Knights of the Kitchen Table, and we are on chapter 3. So last week we started the book, and we read chapters 1 and 2. So the little boy has a party, and his uncle, who is a magician, gives him a special book. And they open up the book, and they're looking at pictures of a knight. And one of his friends says, "Oh, it'd be so much fun if we could be knights." And then all of a sudden, they're in a field, and there's a knight at the end of the thing, at the end of the field, and he's like telling them to draw their swords and talking to them like they used to talk back in the days, back in that time. Sorry. So this is chapter 3. The Black Knight thundered toward us. His lance was pointed directly at us. "Wait, I've got it," said Fred, and he grabbed our arms and pulled us together. "You guys stay close. On the count of 3, Joe, you, and Sam jump to the left, and I'll jump to the right. 1, the Black Knight was so close I could see the straps on his armor. 2, I could see the buckles on the straps. 3, we jumped, and the Black Knight clanked by us like a runaway train. "Strike 1, said Sam. Fred jumped back on the path. He stuck his thumbs in his ears and wiggled his fingers. So that's like this, he's like being silly and giving him a bad face. Shouting, "Na, na, 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 you missed us." "Fred, are you nuts? What are you doing?" I yelled. "Let's get out of here before he gets that horse turned back around." "That's just what we want," said Fred. "He's too heavy and slow to hit us. We'll wear him out." And then he yelled to the Black Knight, "Come on, you big tin can. Give us another shot." Sam and I stood back on the path. "Oh, great idea, Fred," said Sam. "He didn't kill us the first time, so let's just have him give him another chance. I wonder if his mother ever told him it's not polite to point sharp objects at the other people." "Stand as men, you cursed knaves," roared the Black Knight. He seemed even more unhappy than he was before. "Yeah, yeah," said Fred. "Come and get us, Tin Man." The Black Knight yelled back, "Prepare to die, foul-mouthed enchanters." "I know you are, but what am I?" said Sam. "Same thing on 3, said Fred. 1, the Black Knight trotted toward us. 2, we could hear his saddle squeaking and his horse huffing and snorting. 3, we jumped, and the lance whistled through nothing but air. "Strike 2, said Sam. "One more ought to just about do it," said Fred, picking up a hefty stick, and then he yelled, "Your mother was a sardine can." The Black Knight turned and raised his visor. He didn't look mad anymore. He looked positively crazy. "Demons, sorcerers, and foul wizards, vanish not into the mist. Stand and die." "I really wish he would stop using the D word," said Sam. The Black Knight kicked his horse into a trot. 1, he aimed his lance at us once more. 2, his horse stumbled and wheezed. 3, we jumped, and the horse clomped slowly past us. The Black Knight waved his lance weakly over our heads. Fred jumped up, swung his stick with all of his might, and whacked the back of the Black Knight's helmet. Wrong! That's what the sound that his helmet's making. And here's the picture. So he hits it really hard because he had a baseball bat when they were sitting at the table. So now this poor knight is getting hit in the head with a baseball bat. The helmet rang like 1,000 church bells. The Black Knight sat straight up, wobbled, and then fell to the ground with an armored crash. His horse stomped and lowered his head, sweaty and mighty and still gasping for air, but looking pretty relieved about dropping his heavy-weight passenger. But that means because when knights, they were all metal. So, it probably weighs a lot, like hundreds of pounds to sit on this poor horse. Going on, gone. That's one out of here, said Sam. Now let's do likewise before Mr. Fun wakes up and starts with that prepare to die stuff again. No hurry now, I said. With all that armor on, he won't be able to get up by himself when he does come to. Fred gave the fallen knight another whack with his stick and planted a sneaker on his chest. All hail Sir Fred, he said. All hail Sir Eek, said Sam. Sir Eek? Sam pointed to the edge of the clearing. 3 more knights on horses with swords drawn were galloping down the path toward us. So here he is, acting like he's so awesome because he defeated the knight. So Fred is he's probably the silliest one out of all the friends, and he's brave, and he's I don't know how to put him. He's just kind of a silly guy. The 3 knights charged. 10 feet away, they stopped. The lead knight, carrying a white shield with a red cross, raised a huge sword over his head and said, "Hail, Sir Fred!" "Hail, Sir Fred," said the other two knights behind him. "Whew," said Sam. "Whew?" asked the tall knight with the red cross shield. "He means phew, and greetings, Sir Knights. We are so glad to see you," I said. Okay, and then it says, but you, sirs, speak fair strange as thy dress. You must be a very strange magic to vanquish a black knight with a mere oaken staff." The pile of armor wiggled a leg, and then he moaned. "For he hast slew many of a good knight of the Round Table." "For real? The Round Table?" I said. "Aye. Know you of our fellowship?" "What did he say?" asked Fred. "Have you ever heard of him?" I whispered, and then I answered, "Are you kidding? King Arthur and all that stuff? Of course we've heard of him." "Kidding stuff. What did they say?" asked the Red Cross Knight. "Methinks they know of us," whispered the tall one. "Sure," I said. "I've read all about you guys. The Sword in the Stone, Lancelot, Guinevere, Merlin the Magician." "Read? Thou reads the written word as a Merlin does?" "Well, mostly Daredevil, Superman, X-Men," said Sam. "X-Men?" asked the White Knight. "Books of spells or fellow wizards, no doubt," said the White Knight. "Faith, it must be a sign. You enchanters 3 have been sent here to deliver us from our troubles. I am Sir Lancelot, and these are my companions, Sir Percival and Sir Gawain." "Sir Lancelot," I gasped. "This guy was supposed to be the greatest knight who ever lived, except for maybe his son, Sir Galahad. And here he was, asking us for help." "Well, I am Joe, Sir the Magnificent," I said, borrowing my uncle's stage name. "These are my companions, Sir Fred the Awesome, and Sir Sam Sam the Unusual." Sam gave me a nasty look. "Welcome, enchanters, but ye have not a moment to lose," said Lancelot. "Camelot is being besieged by Smug the dragon from the west, and by Liab the giant from the east. Mount behind us. We ride at once." "Huh?" said Fred, still striking a heroic pose on the Black Knight's chest. "He said if we hitch a ride with them, we can go to King Arthur's castle and fight a dragon and a giant." "That's just great," said Sam. "You invite us to a birthday party, almost get us run through by a Black Knight, and now you get us into a fight with a dragon and a giant. Remind me not to come to your house anymore for any more parties, Sir Joe the Magnificent." We hopped on the horses behind Sir Lancelot, Sir Percival, and Sir Gawain. "But dragons and giants and things like that aren't for real, are they, Fred?" said Fred. "I didn't think the Knights of the Round Table were real either," I said. "But if they aren't, who are we riding behind, and where are we going?" And that is the end of that chapter. So we will find out if they can defeat the dragon and the giant next week. It's a fun book, and we're actually almost through with it. So we'll be starting it. We'll probably be done in 2 weeks, and we'll be able to start another book. I hope you guys have a great week. Remember, I am open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can come anytime and get a book. I would love to see you guys. And I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.